evening, and welcome to the Royal News. I'm Catherine Moscatt.
And I'm Alexcis Tapia. Later, Brian, Lloyd, and Ryan Disdier will have your campus sports.
2 students and 1 teacher were involved in an elementary school shooting in South Carolina. The suspect is now in custody after being brought down by a volunteer firefighter. Thankfully, no one at the school was killed, although the suspect's father was later found dead of a gunshot wound.
A Manhattan U.S. magistrate judge is refusing a request by public defenders to schedule an appearance for Ahmad Khan Rami, the man that is suspected of setting off the bombs in New York and New Jersey on federal charges. Rahimi is currently in a New Jersey hospital after being wounded in a shootout with police. Police officials are stating that the wife of the man charged has returned to the United States and currently cooperating in the investigation.
Music and history fans, listen up. This Friday, September 30th, there will be a musical performance by the Ixin Ningun Ensemble Chinese music that is over 1,000 years old. The event will take place in the De Naples Ballroom from 7 to 8:30. The concert also includes a brief master class and a question and answer session. The event is free to all students, so they are encouraged to attend. We will be right back to this after this short PSA.
Do you want to go head over and grab something to eat now?
Yeah, we'll go grab some food. Let me just throw this out first.
All right, make sure you recycle that.
I don't think it's that big of a deal.
Welcome back. In other news, Syria children are smiling more than ever due to the toy smuggler. A man by the name of Rami Adham is bringing smiles to Syrian children with toys. Due to a civil war erupting in his homeland, Adham thought it would be a great idea to go back and help out. At first, he planned on bringing food and other supplies, but his 3-year-old daughter had a different idea. She offered her toys, and on his first trip, alongside with some food and $5,500 in cash from his own savings, Adham brought a suitcase of stuffed toys. The children didn't care much for the food or money, but the minute they saw the toys, Adham stated their eyes were big, everybody was smiling. It is not only giving them some happiness in the wake of the 6-year war, it's showing the kids that there are people out there that care.
This Saturday is Scranton's biannual street sweep. Sign up with a club or come out with friends to clean up our local community. Clubs will meet up in LSC room 133 before heading out to the hills. It's a great way to give back and help out the campus and have fun at the same time.
Tom Hanks has been making a scene in Central Park, New York. On Saturday, newlyweds Elizabeth and Ryan were taking wedding photos in Central Park when Tom Hanks came jogging by. He introduced himself as Tom Hanks as if the couple didn't already know. He then proceeded to mention he was an ordained minister if they needed him, but they were already married. The couple invited him to the reception, but Hanks had to decline because he already had other plans. However, he asked if they would take a selfie with him. Of course, they said yes, and their photographer went on to take hundreds of pictures. The selfie post of the couple and Hanks had already 10,000 likes before she even finished the photo shoot.
Scientific journals reveal how a baby was born with 3 sources of DNA, the mother, the father, and an egg donor. The couple's first 2 children had died of Leigh syndrome, a fatal genetic disease, and the mother's DNA was altered to prevent that from happening to this child. The procedure was performed in Mexico, as it is not yet legal in the United States and remains controversial medically and ethically. After the break, Ryan Disdier and Brian Lloyd will have your campus sports.
should really get one. They're better for the environment because they're reusable.
All right, maybe I'll get one.
The U.S. alone consumes 1,500 plastic water bottles each second. That's over 129 million a day.
Hey, Noelle.
Hey, Lauren. I see you got the reusable water bottle.
Yeah, I took your advice. I switched from plastic to reusable. I feel like I'm really helping the environment.
That's awesome. You're going to be eliminating the use of so many plastic water bottles.
Welcome back. So guys, what's going on with sports?
Well, Alexis, the men's soccer team kept their hot start to the season going on Wednesday with a 2-0 victory over Wilkes. After 40 minutes of fiery offense, senior Henry Bonilla cashed in on Scranton's 4th shot on goal of the half. It was Bonilla's 5th goal of the season and his 3rd game winner in Scranton's last 4 matches, and I'm no doctor, but that's what I call clutch. After picking up his first career assist on Bonilla's goal, sophomore Jeremy Mammon padded the Royal lead by connecting with the back of the net in the 84th minute. The Royals are back on the pitch on Saturday in a conference matchup against Elizabethtown here at our very own Fitzpatrick Field.
Moving on to women's soccer, the university holds a 7-1-1 record. The team's lone loss of the year came in overtime against Swarthmore College. The team's most recent victory came Tuesday as the team shut out Wilkes University 4-0. Senior defender Caroline Werner, junior midfielder Hannah DeMars, and senior midfielder Kelly Egan all scored for the team. The 4th goal came thanks to an own goal miscue by Wilkes. The team is back in action Saturday as they take on Elizabethtown College. That game begins at 1 p.m. and it will be held at Fitzpatrick Field.
Volleyball, despite a career effort from sophomore Kristen Kerwin, the Lady Royals volleyball team dropped a heartbreaker to SUNY Oneonta on Wednesday. Scranton sent the match to a 5th set after rallying back for the victories in the 1st and the 4th, but could not cash in on the W. Kerwin slammed a match-high 22 kills and posted a career-high 24 digs. Freshman Kate Calabro finished with a season-high 19 kills, and sophomore Catherine Manning had a career-high 11 kills. The 9 and 11 Royals will be back on the court in conference play on Saturday with matches against Catholic and Goucher, both at Goucher.
The university's women's golf team ended their season Tuesday, defeating Wilkes University 5-0. First-year member of the team, Brianna Stein, earned a 9-8 victory. Twin sisters Maggie and Maura McDonough also had strong outings, earning 8 and 7 victories. The season was one that carried added significance, as this was the first year in the history of the university that the university has carried both a men's and women's golf team.
The Scranton field hockey team suffered a shutout at the hands of Wilkes on Wednesday. The Colonels jumped out with a goal in the 12th minute and never looked back, as the Royals could not get their offense going. The final score was 3-0 Colonels. The Royals will look to get back on track on Saturday for a landmark conference matchup in Elizabethtown. Not a championship, definitely not a championship.
Speaking of the men's golf team, the Royals season continues through October. The Royals competed against Rosemont College and Marywood University Tuesday. The Royals have enjoyed an ample amount of success this season. Among 8 teams, the Royals placed 3rd and 4th in the Empire 8 Golf Classic. Aside from tournament play, the Royals boast a 4-2 record. The team finishes their season Thursday.
The Scranton baseball team will be holding their annual alumni events this weekend. The alumni game will be at O'Connell Park on Saturday. First pitch is at noon. The first Scranton baseball career night will be held at the Naples Center Ballroom, followed by a reception at Backyard Ale House. For Ryan Disdier, I'm Brian Lloyd. Back to the desk.
All right, welcome back, guys. So, any plans for the weekend?
Not much. How about you? I hear tomorrow is your birthday.
It is. I'm actually going home for the weekend to celebrate with my family.
Oh, that's how you do it.
All right, that's all for Royal News. Have a good night.